Now that the dust has settled, I'm not really sure what to do with myself. I suppose we should probably check in with a few people. Word probably travels fast with something this big, but we can't count on that. As many as we can. Let's get everyone in the same place so we can all collectively catch our breath. Everything happened so fast after we kicked Dagon in his ugly face, we didn't really get a chance to talk. Maybe we could all meet in Leowin? I'd tell you to put up your feet, but I know you better than that by now. You never sit still for long. So I say we head to Fargrave and start by checking in with Kalia and Madam Wim first. We don't even know if they've heard what happened yet. I'll meet you in Fargrave at the House of Wims. Once we talk to Madam Wim and Kalia, we can decide who to track down next. Oh, that. I was trying not to think too hard about it. Thought it might spoil the celebration. Nothing puts a damper on a job well done like a Daedra who you sort of thought was your friend deciding to steal the powers of the ambitions, huh? I don't know, and I'm not sure I want to know. I never really understood why she was helping us in the first place, but I didn't question it. Now I have to wonder if this was her plan all along, and what she's going to do next. I'm with you. She's still a Daedra. There's no telling what she has planned. Not much we can do about it now, anyway. Let's just hope it doesn't come back to bite us anytime soon. Whatever her plans are, I hope she keeps them to herself.
What a battle! What a battle! Glorious! Blood drenches the ground of Destruction Solace, and Mehrunes Dagon's defeat shudders throughout the realm. To witness your triumph was my greatest honor, Master. Ah, excellently. While you pursued Sombring, I helped the others hold back the forces of Mehrunes Dagon. I lost count of the foes I felled in your name. My whiskers tremble with the memory of their last moments. Just when I thought we might be overwhelmed, a great and sudden force seemed to freeze the Deadlands entirely. Our adversaries halted in their tracks, clearly shaken by the event. We used the distraction to fall back, for we knew the fight was done. Of course, Master. The very foundations of this plane trembled with your might. A legion of Daedric eyes and ears bore witness to your victory. Dagon will never forget such a resounding defeat. It was my honor to be a part of something so monumental. Within this small body beats the massive heart of a Titan. You have reminded me that my fight is not yet done, and I can still be of use. I am finished feeling sorry for myself, and hope is not lost. Perhaps one day I can reclaim my true form. Possible. You stormed the gates of Destruction Solace and brought Mehrunes Dagon to his knees. And you brought your allies home safely. Nothing seems impossible after witnessing that. If a cure for this curse exists, I will find it.
What a battle. I will remember it always with great pride. As should you, champion. You faced an insurmountable foe and arose victorious. Are you not pleased with such a triumph? You banished Dagon to the depths of the Deadlands. It is as close to death as Daedra can conceive. You have done what many would consider impossible. But he will return eventually. Even I might have considered that impossible before meeting you. No. I care little for what she does with her prize. Neither you nor I have any use for the ambition's power. Why concern yourself needlessly? An interesting question. Upfrost is defeated. The waking flame is extinguished. And you, mortal, have dealt Mehrunes Dagon a humiliating blow that he will no doubt remember for eons to come. My kin are avenged. I have many possibilities.
So we're all meeting in Leyawen, was it? It'll be good to see everyone gathered in one place and safe. We didn't get much of a chance to assess what happened. This will give us a chance to regroup and discuss. No. It's an odd sensation, but not entirely unwelcome. Without them, Mehrunes Dagon will never have reason to hunt me. If Lyrinth desires that burden, she's welcome to it. I'll finally have the peace I sought for so long. A nap first. After that, it's hard to say. Maybe I'll get a chance to explore the mortal world a bit. My part in world-ending prophecies and machinations is done. I'm just myself now. Nothing more, nothing less. That's exciting. I'm sure they'll all sort themselves out over time, but I'm not in a hurry. That chapter of my life is closed. I think it's time for new memories. Maybe even a new name. Who knows? I've never understood Lyrinth's motivations. Sure, she was integral in helping us banish Dagon, but do any of us know why? I shudder to think about what she has planned for all that power. But I doubt we've seen the last of her. Her curiosity about the mortal world will draw her back. She tries to hide it, but in her own way, I think she is fond of us. So we're all meeting in Leyawen, was it? Of course. I'd help you and Everly hunt the others down, but I think I need to be alone for a bit. So much has happened, and I feel like I still haven't caught up. Would you two be alright if I take some time for myself? Great. Not that I had any doubts. You and Everly head to Fargrave. Get Madam Wim and Kalia caught up. I'll meet you in Nirn once I've got my head sorted. I can't imagine she's eager to run into us again after stealing the powers of the ambitions. Though that would be a normal reaction, and she doesn't exactly have a history of being predictable. I think it's impossible to say for sure. I don't know if a Daedric prince can ever be gone for good. They're immortal, that's their whole thing. But at the very least, I think Fargrave will be safe from him for a long while. Nirn, too. We made sure of that. I'm not really sure. What we learned from the Longhouse Emperors was that it would effectively banish him from Nirn. I would think he'd have turned up in the Deadlands, but it's possible he could be anywhere in Oblivion.
You did well, regardless of where the powers of the ambitions now rest.
I agree. You defeated Mehrunes Dagon. That's incredible.
And there's the hero of the moment.
Everly gave us a condensed version of what happened. I'm so glad to see you both safe and sound. You thwarted a plot that began before I was born. Now I am bound to no one. Nothing. It's almost bittersweet.
Hey, you made it! I was just telling Madam Wim and Kalia about what happened. Why don't you talk to Madam Wim now? I've taken up too much of her attention already.
The small wood elf has an oversized persona. Rather like a Banekin, I suppose. She informed me of the rendezvous in Leowin. Kalia and I will be sure to attend. There is something I'd like to bring to your attention first. There have been strange magical occurrences in the city. They started quite recently, and while I do not know for sure, I have a theory about these incidents. After hearing what transpired in Sundercliff, I believe they may be connected to Lyrinth. The little wood elf told us that Lyrinth stole the power of the ambitions. Even for someone as capable as Lyrinth, all of that energy could be overwhelming. That kind of power is volatile. It may leak from her core until she manages to control it. I cannot say for certain, but if I am correct, it means Lyrinth is somewhere in Fargrave. And it will only be a matter of time before she learns to wield that power without leaving a trail. This may be your last chance to speak with her. I do not know if you will find Lyrinth, but you may as well try. I sent my faithful servant Hezek to investigate the disturbances, though I doubt the fool has found much. Regardless, Kalia and I will meet you and your other allies in Leowin. Just look around the city for sparkling balls of dancing light. I understand they can be quite beautiful. Or find my servant Hezek. I sent him out to investigate. Either way, you'll run into Lyrinth or not. She's stubborn, even for a Dremora.
Lyrinth, huh? I'll help you look. Let's meet at the Plaza of Portals in a bit to compare notes.
Stop stuffing your gullet! Madam will be displeased if we do not keep moving!
Even a Dremora of my talents cannot hope to stand alone against the Dagonists and an army of living disasters. You nothing, mortal. As for what I paid, I'd rather not discuss it. We have reached that point we knew was coming. The place where our paths diverge. Little mortal, come to take in the view. I had a feeling you would not rest until you found me, little mortal. I skirted the wood elf earlier, but I know better than to keep you from your goal. I assume you wish to speak with me. So, steal. Destron is dead, Sombren is dead, and Kalia was already stripped of hers. I stole nothing. As for the anchorite, she is better off without them. She should thank me for removing that shackle to her past. My plan? I started out looking to learn a secret. Where my search would lead, I had no clue. But yes, the more we uncovered, the more I grew interested in the ambition's power. The ability to shift destinies. What happens next? Not your concern. Oh, but it does. Where I walk next, no mortal has even ventured. Possibly no Daedra either, for that matter. I will not allow anyone to stand in my way. Not even you. It is time to let me go, little mortal. Mortals. Always asking questions that do not require answers. But I cannot discount your role in helping me achieve my goals, so I suppose I can try to satisfy your curiosity. Go ahead. Ask what you will. To fulfill a promise made a long, long time ago, little mortal. And that is all I will speak of it. We are no longer allies. I do not see the point. My part in this is finished, and I am satisfied. There is nothing further I need from them, or from you. I'm not a prophet, mortal. Seeing the future is not among my many abilities. But the whorls and eddies of existence carry us together and apart in their courses. None can truly know when we will meet again. You have been quite useful, little mortal. You have my thanks, for what it is worth. Wherever I go next, do not attempt to follow. Our paths must diverge, at least for now.
You are? Did you have any luck? I looked everywhere and talked to everyone I could find. I even gave someone one of my arrows, and then he ran off with it. Ugh, this place. Did you find Lyrinth? I'm at the end of my branch here. Maybe that's for the best. Lyrinth worked as hard as any of us to stop Mehrunes Dagon, but we all understood she wasn't doing it for Nirn's sake. I'm almost afraid to ask. But did she say why she took the power of the ambitions? Figures. Maybe it's silly, but I was hoping for a little reassurance that we didn't just unleash a new threat on the world directly after banishing another. I have a bad feeling about all of this, but there's not much we can do. You're right. Let's just hope it doesn't come back to bite us anytime soon. Come on, we should get to Leowin. The others should be gathering, and I'll pick up any stragglers we missed on the way. Meet you there?
Spare a coin for the needy?
There you are. Good, you're here. I was afraid this crowd would turn ravenous if they had to wait any longer. Don't be alarmed. Looks like everyone's in a good mood. Though I think there's a few more people here than expected. Apparently, word spread faster than we thought. When I got here, there were already people gathered. Everyone knows what we did in Sundercliff. Everly's trying to muster the courage to say something to all of them, but she could use a little help. Everly's a little nervous. That wood elf can stare down a Daedric prince without blinking, but public speaking? There is the thought. She could use your help. Good question. I have my memories back, no strange ambition powers to speak of, and nothing riding on my shoulders. I could do anything. I think I'm going to stay close to Kalia for a bit. Tamriel is new to both of us. We can navigate it together. Of course, it's my home. Or at least the closest thing I've ever had to one. But I'm excited to familiarize myself with Tamriel. There's so much I don't know. Besides, having Kalia as a travel companion will be nice. We could both use the company.
Look at all these people! I wasn't expecting this. I guess it's not that surprising. You've got a habit of bringing all sorts together, don't you? I think they want a speech or something. I can't stick arrows in a speech. What do I say? Thanks to you, more like. Sure, everyone here played a part, but no one would be left standing if you hadn't been there. You're the reason Tamriel is safe. I look up to you, you know. You deserve so much more than this. But here, take it. People? Daedra? Everyone? I'm not particularly great at speeches, so I'll get this over with. Mehrunes Dagon tried to take Tamriel for himself, but we sent his ruddy arse back to oblivion. Now, there's one person who's been in this fight since the start of it, and I want to make sure they get their due. Take a bow, you! Blackwood deserves to celebrate its hero.
It's nice to be able to celebrate.
I still remember the day you appeared in our vault. I was so scared back then. It felt like everything I knew was burning to ash. I've grown a lot since then, and I have you to thank for that. It feels like my life is finally just beginning. I grew up hidden away from the world, as did the Anchorite. We've decided to travel Tamriel together for the time being. I think of her as a sister, but one I don't know especially well. I'm looking forward to learning more about her.
Well, what a journey! Investigator Vale would be proud of us, don't you think? I wouldn't have wanted to save the world with anyone else besides you. We make a pretty great team. Who knows? Maybe I'll find some new world-ending mess to get myself into. I've got a taste for it now. I'm going to miss you. But I'm sure our paths will cross again. The two of us never stay out of trouble for long.
You, the magician, defeated Mehrunes Dagon again. This is incredible. I need some mead. I have yet to inform the elders in Mournhold that I resurrected Sovisa instead of the Hallowed Saint. I'm just working on figuring out the best way to tell them is all. Oh, I don't regret it for a second. I got to save my grandmother's spirit from torment. Sotherseal himself helped me make the decision, and I know I'm going to spend the rest of my life looking for a way to free Nalera too. Ah, right, of course. That would be silly. Why would a living god come to help me in the folly? Your secret is safe with me. I won't tell anyone that this is actually the second time you defeated Dagon.
Strength, vigor, firm, hardy skin. How could a single person contain so many gifts? And yet, here you stand, my Raj Biko. From the muds below my hut to the heights of this moment, a legend grows before my eyes. How could the deeds of Otumi Ra become any more legendary? My name is already known across all of Tamriel. What next, the moons? I receive my own stars? Actually, Now, just watching your great success pleases me enough.
This day belongs to you, friend. I can't imagine how we would have stopped Vondacia or Mehrunes Dagon without your help. I fought for my home and my people. Any soldier would do as much. But you, my friend, had the courage to take up a cause that wasn't yours, and face dangers beyond this world. And all for the sake of strangers. I salute you.
I am impressed with you, mortal. You did something many thought was impossible, and are still standing at the end of it. When you first brightened the door of the House of Whims, I thought there was something special about you. Something intoxicating. Business, as always. Clients come and go, and come again. Oblivion will shudder for a time with the echo of Mehrunes Dagon's defeat, but it changes little for me. The House of Whims will always provide for those who have need of it.
Your legend within these lands grows, and it is well deserved. I hope you have no plans for moving on from here unnoticed. Believe me when I say that the more people speak of you, the harder blending in becomes.
I once read in a First-Era tome that even the smallest flea might inspire the tallest hist. You have inspired me in much the same way. I do not offer gratitude all that often, as you may know, but the other winds ask that I say thank you. Elosi finally convinced us to take on students, replacements to carry the tradition of the winds. They will need a great deal more training before they can match our greatness. But knowing they will be out there pleases me.
Enjoy your accolades and parades while you can. Take it from an old soldier. There's always another battle ahead. If I were wise, I'd have left it behind long ago. I've been wed to the blade for so long now, I wouldn't know what to do otherwise. So long as I'm fool enough to keep fighting, you can call on me.
Twice now you have saved the people of Blackwood, and perhaps all of Tamriel, from the devastation of Mehrunes Dagon. Forgive me if I say that I hope we do not meet this way again. Blackwood is at peace. I can lay down my sword for a time and spend my days building something new instead of fighting to save what is already here. Although, I think I will begin by building better walls in Gideon, just in case.
This is a grand day, Master. I am honored to be here to witness it. And should you ever have need of my fangs or claws, you will always have them. Though I am grieved to no longer travel at your side, I must return to the Celestial Palanquin. Madam Whim has agreed to assist me in searching for another way to release me from this cursed form. Perhaps it is too much to hope for, but I must try.
Mehrunes Dagon, defeated by mortals. I did not think such a thing was possible. Madam Whim seems pleased. Perhaps that will make my existence under her more bearable.
Once again, I believe my work here is done. But if it turns out that Mehrunes Dagon needs yet another sharp lesson, I hope you'll think of me. On the contrary, thank you. The destruction of Tamriel would have been bad for business. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have helped you avert that disaster. Just wish I'd had a proper contract to go along with it.
This almost feels like Fargrave. I've never seen Nirn so full of Daedra.
So, my erstwhile colleague banishes Dagon himself. I must admit I'm impressed. I know only 2 people who've accomplished the same, and they are worshipped as gods. Just don't let the victory go to your head. No one likes a conceited braggart.
The tales of our battles and victories will be known to all blade-bearers henceforth. They will be recited with the utmost pride. You called, we answered. Though I do not know if the mortals of Leowyn approve of our presence. It came as quite a shock to those that witnessed our arrival. We will return to Oblivion quickly after this is through, do not worry.